Hello, everyone. How's everyone doing today? Hey, can y'all hear an echo or is it just on my end? Okay. How is everyone doing? Hi, Margie. Hi, Melanie. So glad y'all are here. Okay, that's good. I can hear a slight one on my tablet, but I'm always trying. For some reason, I can't get the volume on my tablet to turn down all the way. Hi, Beth. How are you doing? So, I am working on New Craft Day's website. They call this American Eagle. So, that's what I've started calling it. It's got the semi. Hi, Lexi. How are you? So, I don't know what was drawing me to this one, but I really wanted to get started on it. I'm really enjoying working on it. Very low echo. Let me see if I can. Oop, that would make it a lot. Hold on. Okay, it looks like everything is off. Oop. Okay. Turn it down. I decided not to wear my headphones. Instead, I'm just using it as a microphone. What's just normal pregnancy stuff, Lexi? Let's see. I'll try putting these back on and see if that helps any. I don't know if it will, but we'll scoot this back a little bit more away from the other one. Okay, so hopefully that does help some. I can't remember what I did to it before to get the echo completely gone. The in no. I'll have to go into my settings later on it and try to figure that out. But if it's not too bad, I'm not going to worry about it right now. I can always turn off the second camera if I have to. Okay, that's a good thing that it does help. Hi, Granny. How are you? Sorry, Lexi. I hope you start feeling better. But I am working on my American Eagle one. I'm working on color 945 right now, which is this peach color. You can't really see it that well in the camera, but I think that this canvas is turning out really, really pretty. Hello, Lori. How are you? So glad you could stop by. I am. So, yesterday, I believe it was yesterday anyway. Um, no, it was the day before. Whenever I was fixing, after I'd fixed dinner and stuff, Josh had went into the kitchen and he was like, "What is going on here?" Because there was a phone charger stand on the stove And then he looks in the refrigerator and sees my sugar. I told him the phone charger. I was talking to Lexi on the phone while I was cooking dinner, and I had it setting up so that we could talk, and I had it on speaker. But as far as the sugar, I didn't know who had put it in there. Well, apparently it had to have been me because it was on the top shelf so the kids couldn't reach it. I do not know what I was thinking putting my sugar in the refrigerator. But I guess yesterday was just one of those days. Mm. So, what is everybody working on? I'm working on this, and then this isn't actually my weekend retreat canvas. This is the one that I'm just working on. I'm working on the little mini paintings for my weekend retreat. I don't know what it was. I wasn't feeling good whenever I first got up. So I think that might have been part of it. I was tired. You're gonna finish the old shoe house? I thought you had finished that one. I love that steampunk cat. I still have more Temu to unbox, and I actually really went down the Temu rabbit hole because I ordered more trays. Yeah, I'll show the little mini mandalas in one of my other ones. I did record a dash in chat to answer all the comments, and I will try to edit it and put it up tomorrow. How those will be so cute. Little summer keychains. I bet they are cute. I don't know if I ordered them or not, but I was gonna order some little flip-flop keychains for my tree. And I don't know if I did or not. But right now I have been very lax on decorating my tree. It's only got paw prints on it right now. I need to start working on some more keychains. Okay. I knew there was more of those O's there and I kept missing them. But I will tell you, I am absolutely loving those trays that I got for whenever I go door dashing. I cannot wait until I have enough to kit up my big paintings over here and then also some to take with me. As of right now, I've got the little mini mandalas, and then I've got the hummingbird. Oops, I put those down on the wrong one. And then I've got the hummingbird one that Lexi gave me kitted up. And that's the one that I'm going to take with me next time. The palace is really turning out really pretty. I really do like that. It's probably not one that I would do myself, but it's turning out really, really nice. And I broke down and ordered two from Diamond Art Club. Um, I'm not going to be starting on my cottage until this one is done. But I don't think that this one's going to take me very long. You will finish it, Beth. I was beginning to think that I would not finish that something in the air, and I finally got it done. Now I've just got to get Zach to come and get it for his little boy. But Courtney was trying to steal it the other day. I bet that those are really pretty canvases. I think you showed them, you sent Granny an email and she showed them, right? I am, I thought about looking on Temu and ordering me a different cottage one, since my springtime cottage one that I'm going to do is so big. But I really do think I need to work on my stash some. Lexi has seen my stash, and I think she's the one that got me started in diamond painting. And I think my stash is bigger than hers now. But it is a really pretty painting. I just need to get it done. I was looking at one. I'm not sure it would be considered a cottage. I think it's part of the name though. It's called like a mushroom cottage on there. It was either pink or purple. It was one of the two colors. I really, really thought about ordering that. I do too, Melanie. I really do not need any more myself. I need to work on what I've got. But the two that I ordered from Diamond Art Club, one of them is Ann Stokes. And I really like her fantasy paintings. And then the other one that I ordered from Diamond Art Club was the Wolf Castle one. I think that's the name of it. But the wolf is standing on the hill, and then there's the castle behind it. I love that one. I love working on the fantasy paintings. I really do like my fantasy, and pinks and purples are my absolute favorite colors. Okay, what color was I working on? Oh, and I do not see any more of those, but I'm sure I'm going to find some more. I did really good. It's been like 5 months, 4 months, 5 months, somewhere in there since I've ordered from Diamond Art Club. And I've only ordered two in total from Dreamer Designs. And I did finish one of them. So, no, it's not this one. I started to say it's the one behind me, but it's not. It's in the living room. Yeah, my craft room is so full of canvases, and then I've got my closet in the other room. So I'm fixing to have to take all those out of the closet and move the shelves in here. I haven't came to that point yet to where I take them all out of the boxes. It may be coming soon though. But no, I've once I get this bed out of here and put it in the kids' playroom, I'm going to put my shelves that are in our closet in here so I can put my diamond paintings in here so I can see them, and I will be able to pick out the ones easier to work on. So I am really hoping that that will give me more incentive to work on my stash instead of buying new ones. But I ordered some more of the little mini paintings, which the ones that I got were all less than $8 on Temu. So they're not the best ones. They're not the window sills or the doors, but they are cute and I can easily take them with me to work on. And then let's pick out a different color. Let's see, we'll do the A's. And I can't wait to have enough to kit up all of my paintings in those other trays. But this one, I'm not so worried about having lids on because it's easy for me to put them up there, and that's really sturdy. And then my brother told me I could come and get my other shelf. um, let's see what mine says because I noticed that the other day on mine. No, mine only says 26 awaiting review. I went a long time from ordering from Temu as well. But I still got several paintings that I got in this last haul from Temu to unbox. I know I sat there and made 2 more orders on Temu the other night because I couldn't sleep. I was sitting there and I found a few things and it tells me get so many more credits and you'll get this much off. So I went ahead and ordered it, and then I was still like $1 off. So I'll be right there with you, Beth, because it's going to be a little while before I'm able to start that. I don't know if I'll try to finish my mystery painting that I've got started. Um, where's it? I did not unbox this big silicone mat on the channel, but I got this specifically for the fact that you can't see through it whenever you have the light pad on. And this is now going to be my one for my mystery paintings. But I may have to get another one though, because the mystery paintings that I have, it'll probably take two of those to cover it all the way up. But I don't have my springtime cottage picture near me. I am actually really looking forward to doing that one. Um, it's like I start talking on here, and then all of a sudden my allergies decide, hey, I'm going to act up. Now I forgot what color I was doing. A. It's a good thing about working on the trays. If you forget what color you're working on, you just look at your tray that you've got out. Mine will be working on mine for a while too, because even though this is coming along really quickly, it seems like, um, it's still going to take me a little bit to get it done. Because I do work on other paintings as well. Um, I may work on my weekend retreat one next week. I'll show it to you real quick. Hold on. This one is kind of my monthly one. I decided that I was going to start picking one of the ones that Lexi got me or gave me for my monthly canvas, and this just happens to be the one that I picked out. So I will do my weekend retreat on Sunday and Monday. And I can work on that here at the house. And once I finish the little mini mandalas, I might try to take that with me whenever I'm door dashing. So, when I was going to start doing those last month. Thank you so much. I was going to start doing them last month, but I ran out of time. So, and I kind of consider the weekend Saturday, Sunday, Monday, just because that's the days that I work at my job. Hey, yes. I was like, am I putting that down on the wrong one? I keep forgetting which one I am working on. But this is coming out really, really well. Let's see. I'm going to turn this off for just a second. So if it's not too dark. Isn't that looking really good so far? I knew that this was going to be a good canvas to work on. But it's really turning out good. I don't know what I'm going to do with it whenever I'm done with it. This will probably just be one that gets hung for a little bit and then I put it back away, or I don't know. I may end up taking this one down to the nursing home for them to give out. I'm not sure. And not so much. I might go ahead and get a couple more sets of them. But for the most part, this will probably be the only one that I use the art dot trays on. And then the other everything else will be done in the other trays. At least for a while anyway. Who knows, I may change my mind and go strictly to the other trays. I believe I saw that they're like $7.99, right? I actually had some in my cart and they had the purple ones. I'll have to go and check it out again. I did find those same trays that I got from Temu, the ones without the butterfly, on Amazon as well, and they're like $10 for the 4-pack, which is a little bit more. But if you don't want to wait as long, I thought that isn't too bad of a deal. I went and saw her Thursday, and she seems to be doing a little bit better. She was talking a lot more. She still doesn't. My mom used to call me every day, 3 times a day at least. And here lately, she rarely calls me at all. But she did seem in a little bit of a better mood and like she was feeling better. So I'm hoping that that infection stays away until they can get, at least until they can get that surgery done on the 22nd. Hopefully they're still going to do it. I've got to talk to them again about it. And once they get rid of that kidney stone, hopefully her infections will be a lot. They will be feather and they won't be so many. They won't be as frequent. That's the word that I was trying to say. So I took her a shake from Sonic. The the art dot trays are really nice, and for my tower here, they work out great. I actually like these better than those big white trays that I had. So I might end up getting some more of these for this particular tower. But I've got 3 different tables that I normally diamond paint on. This one, which is best for my camera setup. And then I've got one to the side and then one in the living room, which I don't use it as often. I really should, but because that's where my drafting table one is. But I just don't use it as often. But my brother's given me a shelf similar to the one that I have my trays on now, except it's tall. I just got to go down and get it. I can't wait to get that home and get that set up too. But I'm going to try to start ordering. That is, I keep trying to put those on the star, and it doesn't go on the star. Where's my A's at? There they are. But I'm really going to start trying to order at least a couple packs of these new trays a payday. And if I have to, I'll go through Amazon to get them, just for the fact that if they're not $20, they wouldn't ship them anyway. Because I think that $20 is the minimum for Temu right now. So I haven't decided. I may end up going on Temu and finding other stuff just to put with it and adding to my stash even more. But no, this weekend at work, I don't know how busy it's going to be. Is it this weekend? Trying to think. Yeah, Monday we have an outage at work and we have to be done by 9 o'clock. I can't remember if it's 15 or 20 for me. I know it used to be 15 and then I ordered one other time and I think it moved it to 20. But before, I never had that problem. I would always order well over the minimum. But I'm trying to cut back a little bit on ordering. I've gotten quite a few stickers. Oh, Beth, I wanted to show you this sticker. Let's see if I can get this up here. It's a little dragon with a book and a cup of coffee. And it says, "There's always a home to be found inside a good book." I love this little sticker. I think that is so cute. I was looking through all my stickers the other day and found that. But yeah, those ones that, those trays that I got that don't have the butterfly on it, I'm gonna find, I don't know if I'm gonna try to find butterfly stickers for it or if I'm just gonna put really cute stickers on each one. But I'll decorate them somehow. And we've already been on here for 33 minutes. It doesn't seem like it's been that long. But yeah, as soon as I get this done and the cottage one, I think I've had Red Truck Daisy Hill in my stash for so long. And it was the very first video that I put on YouTube for an unboxing. And I've been on here for almost 2 years. It might be 2 years. I don't remember for sure. But it was the very first video that I put out. And I still have not completed that diamond painting. I really want to get that one completed. So after the cottage one, I think that is going to be the next one that I do for my big one. And then I will go from there and pick a different one. Margie. I know I can't help it with Temu. And I've been finding stuff like crazy even on Amazon here lately. Oh, the other night whenever I was door dashing, what I will do, I'm actually just a little bit out, my house is just a little bit out of the DoorDash range. So once it slows down, I will I'll stay logged in and I'll just go home, and if I get an order, I get an order. If I don't, I don't. Normally, I get all the orders late at night because other people are deciding that they just log off and go home. Well, hi Wendy, how are you? So the other night, Wednesday night, I believe it was almost 10 o'clock. I got an order for McDonald's. So I went out to McDonald's and picked up this order, and it went quite a ways out. It was like 7 miles or something out of town, which is fine because it paid good. But anyway, I took the order out there, and this address was basically out in the middle of nowhere. And you could see the cars, and the address was easy to find, but there was absolutely no lights. It was pitch dark out there. So I was using my phone as a flashlight to find the place to set it down. And whenever I tried to take my picture, because they said leave it at the door, which I hate doing that anyway, especially with food out in places like that. But whenever I went to take my picture, I guess the DoorDash app was not allowing me to use my flash. So I couldn't even take the picture. It wouldn't let me take it. So I finally, after 5 minutes or so, just decided to put it down as handed to the customer. So I went out and bought one of those little headlamps that you wear with the headlight on it, so that next time that happens, I'll at least have a light and be able to take my picture. But I'm also going to get one of those little flashlights that hang on your keychain, because I always wear my keys around my neck whenever I'm door dashing. So I'll always have that flashlight with me, and I'll have the other one whenever I need it. But yeah, that one was I wasn't so sure about that one. But at least next time I will be prepared with a flashlight other than the one that's on my phone. But you would not imagine some of these people, and I understand people want DoorDash and stuff like that, and a lot of these people don't understand that if you, even though it tells you the address and you're using a GPS to find these places, sometimes they don't stop at exactly the right house. And a lot of these people don't have any addresses or anything on their places, so you don't know on some of them if you're going to the right place or not. So I always call those people just to make sure. But that's one thing I would suggest to anybody, though. If you're having DoorDash or something delivered, if you don't have an address that's really visible, at least try to give them a note about the place that you're delivering to so they have something to look for. And also leave the light on if it's night outside. I never thought about one of those alarms. I may have to get one of those. I do have a keychain with pepper spray, but I never thought about the alarm. I will be looking into that probably at some point tonight once we slow down at work. That is a great idea. I live in a smaller town, so it's not at like you're doing these in the city and stuff, but some of these ones that go way out into the country, it can be a little bit scary at some of those. Sometimes Josh will go with me, but not always. Um, there I go, forgetting what color I'm working on again. Okay. Hey, I'm actually managing to get a little bit of this done. I've actually gotten better at chatting and keeping up with the chat and actually placing a few drills. That is so true. But it seems like once people start logging off and while I'm at home, I seem to do better at night because other people are logging off. And sometimes it's just way too hot out to stay up by the restaurants and stuff. And if you're not getting orders, it's not really worth it either, even though I pass the time by diamond painting. It is sad but true. But anyway, I was talking about the outage at work and somehow I got on that. I guess I'm having some of Tita's squirrel thoughts. Yeah, I will definitely be looking into one of those. I never even thought about that before. And I'm sure it could come in really handy. Even if it's not for something like that, or if maybe it could be maybe you just needed help somehow, maybe that would help get somebody's attention. I don't have Life 360, but I used to a long time ago whenever my kids were younger. But on my car, um, Josh can log in and see where my car is at any time because of the Nissan app, and my Kia had that as well. But DoorDash also has this safety feature. Whenever you start door dashing, it'll send a text message to some people. It'll send a text message to some people that you pick, whether it be like for me, I haven't sent to Josh, but I could actually pick more people to send it to, and it sends them a link, and they can click on that link at any time to see where you're at. And that is true too. And that is very true, but most of the time I either take my car or my husband's truck whenever I go camping, and both of those have the have the location to where you can see where they're at. But if you get out and go walking the trails or something, I can definitely see that being a positive thing to have. Which I've gotten, the older I get, the more I don't go on the trails by myself as much. I really do appreciate it, Melanie. I think a lot of people need to be more aware. That one the other night kind of had me on my guard, but most of the time, these places at least leave a light or something on for you to see where you're going. I'm just surprised that they didn't have any light at all up there. But yeah, my Josh worries whenever I go camping by myself, so other than always telling him where I'm going camping, he does have the option to look at the vehicle. But at one time, whenever my kids were younger, and my son knew it was in the car, we had gotten at the time, was it with T-Mobile? Can't remember if it was if we were already with T-Mobile or it was AT&T. But we had a tracker put in his car, especially since he was diabetic and we wanted, if something happened, we wanted to be able to get to where he was at. But he actually knew that was in his car at the time. We had at before that we had the Life 360. But he was terrible about letting his phone die. And he just wouldn't have it charged. And then there was one day it sent me a message about an emergency, and I guess somehow he pressed it by accident. But I was freaking out trying to find him. And then that's when we got the tracker put in his car. But it turned out it was nothing. He There wasn't anything that he needed at that time, but I couldn't get a hold of him. But yeah, I'm definitely going to go and check out one of those alarms. What type of work do you do, Melanie? If you don't mind me asking, if you can't say, I completely understand. Basically, my job is just checking in and out the truck drivers that deliver product to the DC. My uncle was a police officer a long time ago. He passed away probably at least 5 years ago. But other than him, I don't think anybody else has been in law enforcement in our family. I, well, I'm glad you're there to help out all the kids and people who need it. But yeah, the only people that I've had was my uncle. He was actually chief of police in the town that I live in for a really long time. But that was years ago whenever I was a kid. And then trying to think, my uncle that I ended up taking care of with my brother until he passed away. Um, he he actually owned a gas station here in town, and he would tell me all kinds of stories that whenever people came in, and he told me this one story about this little boy that he kept bringing in bottles, and he would give them so much per a bottle on because they were the glass bottles at that time. And it what this little boy was doing was he was going around to the back of the gas station, grabbing the glass bottles that he had around there and back taking them back and selling them to my uncle, and he caught on to it. And he actually told him, if you need to make some money, I will give you a little job around here to do, but you can't go and be stealing. So he said he gave that little boy just like little jobs of sweeping and stuff like that to make some money. But he said that he never took anything from him again after that. I would be so worried if my kids and stuff had decided to go into that profession. I know that they are needed, but I would be worrying all the time. My son is a type 1 diabetic, and I worry about him all the time not taking care of himself. So that would, but tell your sons thank you so much for what they do. Um, what? Did I get all of the A's? Nope, I missed some. My my uncle was in the military, and then my dad was in the military as well. He was in the Navy. But I'm trying to think of any of my other I know none of my other close family. Yeah, me too. I worry enough as it is about my kids, but like Lexi, she used to just live down the road from me. And now she lives about an hour away, which isn't that much. But she lives out in the middle of nowhere, basically. So I do worry about her being out there, but she's happy out there. They have a lot of land out there, and hold on. Yeah, you can. And I'll get it in a minute. Okay. But yeah, lives out in the middle of nowhere, and sometimes I worry about her being that far out. But she calls me quite often and we talk on the phone a lot. And then Courtney just lives right up the road from me. And then Zach and Andrew live in Fort Smith. I think Zach is still living in Fort Smith. I know he works up there. In fact, him and my other son work at the same place. But anyway, I guess I need to go ahead and go. It is almost 10 o'clock. Thank you so much for everybody stopping by. I've really enjoyed this today. And I actually got a little bit of work done on this. Let me see. I'm going to put this back up. Josh actually fixed breakfast in there. So I'm going to go in there and eat. Thank you so much, everyone, I can't talk now, for stopping by. Y'all have a great weekend, and I will see y'all next week. Thank you so much. Take care, everyone. Bye.